whispers carried through Alchemy City of a battle that turned fate on its head. Ling Han, against all expectations, had bested Zhao Qingfeng. The streets still echoed with the shock of the crowd, their wagers undone, their assumptions shattered. Beneath the Black Tower, time itself bent for Ling Han, each day a century of meticulous preparation, each memory of the duel a lesson etched into his soul. Meanwhile, Xianming's courtyard became a stage for tentative alliances and subtle power plays, where charm and caution entwined like twin serpents. As the Empress's eyes opened to a breakthrough long awaited, and tribulation clouds gathered above the desolate mountain, the world seemed to hold its breath. What storm will follow the calm before the next chapter? This is Recap, Alchemy Emperor of the Divine Dao, chapter 1875 to 1876, where every choice weighs like a sword suspended over destiny. Ling Han exhaled a long, measured breath, the weight of the battle still pressing against his chest. Zhao Qingfeng was not dead. Though the Eternal Prosperity sect's scion had suffered grievous wounds, fate had intervened at the final moment, and a towering figure had stepped in, snatching him from the jaws of death. The elder's presence radiated authority, his frame broad and imposing as he turned to Ling Han. "Brat," he said, his voice carrying a grave resonance, "do not be disheartened. I am preserving your life. Had you slain a disciple of the Eternal Prosperity sect, there would be no corner of this world where you could hide." Ling Han inclined his head, bowing in respect. "Milord speaks the truth." He did not cultivate the regulation of slaughter, yet through the ordeal he had accumulated vast stores of appreciation. Once fully digested, these would grant him the potential to ascend to the fourth severance. As for Zhao Qingfeng, that reckoning could wait until the city's confines no longer shielded him. The elder's declaration rang out, reverberating through the assembled cultivators. In this battle, Ling Han is victorious. Shock rippled through the crowd. The tide had turned with a swiftness that left many struggling to comprehend. Zhao Qingfeng, whose dominance had seemed absolute, had faltered. And yet, with such a figure pronouncing it, who dared challenge the verdict? Those who had wagered on Zhao Qingfeng's triumph could only sigh, their expectations overturned. The gamble had yielded astonishing returns, yet none could savor it, their surprise too great. Gradually, the crowd dispersed, leaving Sun Dong and Cheng Fengyun stranded in disbelief, their minds unable to grasp why Ling Han had emerged triumphant. Only the heavenly phoenix divine maiden released the tension she had held, sweat glistening upon her pale skin, her breath shallow and trembling. Beside her, bewitching Maiden Ru's disdain was palpable. That man, undeniably formidable, had caused her such unnecessary worry. Despicable. Ling Han's footsteps had barely carried him from the fray when a familiar laugh rang through the air. "Brother Ling, I never imagined we would meet here." Xianming strode forward, his laughter rich and unrestrained. Sun Dong, following closely behind, shivered. Recognition dawned. He had gravely underestimated the bonds Ling Han shared with this man. The truth settled heavily. Xianming and Ling Han were no strangers. The earlier tensions, the displeasure, all traced back to this connection. Panicked, Sun Dong hastily bowed before Ling Han. "Brother Ling, I have wronged you with my foolishness. I beg your forgiveness." A subtle smile curved Xianming's lips. This subordinate had acknowledged his mistake with grace, honoring Ling Han's dignity. Ling Han, however, regarded it casually. Sun Dong had provoked him before and received his just punishment. Past grievances held no weight unless repeated. With a dismissive wave, Ling Han replied, "It is forgotten." Sun Dong exhaled in relief, noting the approving glance Xianming cast upon him. Ling Han inclined his hands in greeting to Xianming. "Brother Lu, let us converse further upon our return," Xianming replied, his smile unyielding yet warm. "There is no rush. I am accompanied," Ling Han responded, a faint smile touching his lips. Bewitching Maiden Ru's playful voice followed, a teasing lilt in her tone. "Just one companion? What of me?" Even Xianming, master of restraint, could not conceal a momentary lapse, while Sun Dong's gaze betrayed his weakness for feminine allure. The heavenly phoenix divine maiden, standing beside Ru, paled in comparison. Ling Han knew well that only two others, the Empress and Who Knew, could rival Ru's presence. A sigh escaped Ling Han. "What are you plotting, witch? Is the 9 revolutions charm physique truly your aim for my cultivation?" Xianming's smile deepened, a glint of intention in his eyes as he glanced at bewitching Maiden Ru. His confidence was absolute. He, a young master of Alchemy City destined to rise, could claim this enchanting figure. Ling Han, though formidable, was merely a hired hand in the city of alchemy. The gulf between the severing mundane tier and ascending origin tier stretching across untold eons. Acknowledging Xianming's proposal, Ling Han beckoned the heavenly phoenix divine maiden closer, draping an arm about her waist. Centuries of shared trust and affection anchored her heart in relief. Xianming observed, certainty swelling within him. Ling Han's lack of interest in Ru mattered little. Here was a man of principle and strength. Their journey led them to Xianming's grand courtyard, where accommodations were arranged for Ling Han and his companions. In the central garden, fine wine flowed, and conversations meandered like a gentle stream. Xianming's aim remained clear, to recruit Ling Han. Yet the elder owed him a life, and etiquette forbade immediate proposals. Friendship would serve as the bridge. As the holy son of Alchemy City, Xianming's invitation carried no bounds, and Ling Han could linger as long as he desired. On the following day, the Dao regulating pill was delivered. Ling Han, with characteristic restraint, offered it to the Empress. Treasures abounded in his possession: the nine heavens flame, Xuanyin source water, enough to invoke envy among celestial kings. The Empress, with foundations modest by comparison, would greatly benefit. Small Tower's assistants had brought these acquisitions, and only relics of the highest order, such as the heavenly Dao Jade, could aid Ling Han's pursuit of the fifth severance. For now, the Dao regulating pill sufficed to hasten the Empress's progress. Ling Han, his gains immense from the battle with Zhao Qingfeng, had ascended to the peak of the third severance. With a mind attuned to improvement, he entered seclusion, commencing his breakthrough to the fourth severance. Time in the Black Tower, beneath the reincarnation tree, stretched into centuries, each day a crucible of reflection and refinement. Memories of Zhao Qingfeng's battle sharpened his insight, highlighting weaknesses to be honed. 2 months passed, and finally, the climactic pulse of advancement stirred within him. When Ling Han arose, the Empress opened her eyes in tandem, her own breakthrough approaching. Together, they departed the Black Tower, figures poised above the air, arriving upon a desolate mountain peak. Each exhalation unleashed a surge of aura, drawing tribulation clouds that coiled and churned, foreboding and majestic. Suddenly, an exclamation shattered the air. A lone man, naked and furious, erupted from the wilderness, hastily tugging garments around himself as 2 women beside him mirrored his haste. The scene, absurd yet jarring, hinted at the untamed passions and chaos that lingered even amidst the solemnity of martial cultivation. In the remote heights of jagged mountains, where the wind whispered secrets through craggy peaks and the clouds hung low like brooding spirits, Xianming found himself in an unusual state of unease. A man of indulgence and impulsive whims, he had come to this wilderness with 2 companions, seeking the kind of pleasure that disregarded the world itself. The sky stretched as their canopy, the earth their unguarded bed, a scene ripe for unrestrained revelry. Yet fate, as it often does in the realms of the cultivated, had other plans. Dark clouds gathered with unnatural swiftness, coalescing into a storm that crackled with an ominous celestial energy. Heavenly tribulation had arrived, and someone below was bearing the wrath of the heavens. Xianming's heart clenched, for even the boldest of mortals knew the danger of standing near one undergoing such divine trials. The lightning might aim at none, but its shock waves were indiscriminate, leaving devastation for any nearby who dared approach. Only those who had themselves reached formidable heights, dividing soul tier or higher, could endure such proximity without peril. Here, though, the situation was far more terrifying. Ling Han and the Empress, beings of staggering power near the monarch tier, were enduring the fourth severance of heavenly tribulation. The magnitude of energy radiating from them could lay waste to a mortal army. Xianming instinctively seized his 2 companions and fled, hearts pounding as the sky roared above them. "Are you trying to ruin my plans?" he cursed into the air once they had reached a semblance of safety, the words sharp with frustration and disbelief. His intended pleasures had been shattered by forces beyond reckoning. But then, his gaze fell upon the Empress, and any trace of ire faltered. She was breathtaking. Not merely beautiful, but suffused with a presence that made the very air tremble. The two women beside him, flustered and trembling, sought his reassurance with timid gestures, yet Xianming Da found himself unable to respond as before. His usual lecherous instincts vanished, replaced by a stark awe. Then his eyes found Ling Han, and a chill raced down his spine. "It's him, the one who defeated Zhao Qingfeng," he whispered under his breath. The recognition of true power washed over him, and with it, every improper thought was swept away like dust before a storm. The Xianming clan, though respected in the arts of alchemy and guarded by an immortal palace-tier ancestor, was nothing compared to the allure and reputation Ling Han commanded. Figures of unimaginable strength sought him as disciple, son-in-law, or ally. To offend him now would be to court disaster. Xianming Da, though fond of indulgence, was not blind to prudence. Here was an opportunity, not for conquest, but for strategic alliance. A debt of fate had tied them together in this encounter. He resolved to respect the balance of honor and desire. Coveting the Empress, tempting as she might appear, was folly. Instead, he would observe, wait for the tribulation to pass, and then seek favor through proper channels. Yet even as he made this decision, dread filled his heart. This was the fourth severance of heavenly tribulation? When he had endured the same, it had been but a shadow of this. Not a fraction, not even 1,000th of the sheer devastating power before him. The heavens themselves had summoned monstrosities, and Ling Han was no mere mortal. He was a tempest given form. And the Empress, her tribulation rivaled his in magnitude. The realization struck with the force of a lightning bolt. These were monsters among mortals, untouchable, divine, in strength and beauty alike. Half a day passed. The storm of divine energy gradually subsided, the clouds drifting apart like smoke after a blaze. Ling Han and the Empress descended gracefully, smiles exchanged between them, serene as if the tempest had been but a passing wind. Ling Han, tempered by the trials, had elevated his body to the 3-star pseudo-divine metal, his prowess nearing the threshold where even Yang Soul tier warriors would struggle to end his life. Confidence shone in his eyes. Against Zhao Qingfeng, he would not merely win. He would prevail decisively, without doubt, within 100 moves. His gaze swept over Xianming Da. "Friend, my apologies. I thought no one was here," he said, voice calm yet imbued with understated authority. Xianming Da, recovering his composure, grinned widely. "No harm done, and I must congratulate you, young Master Ling, on reaching the 4th severance. The dividing soul tier will surely follow shortly." Ling Han's brow arched in mild surprise. "You know me? Who in Alchemy City doesn't know young Master Ling?" Xianming Da replied, his flattery deliberate but sincere. The words pleased both Ling Han and particularly the Empress, whose admiration for him was evident in her subtle smile. Ling Han received it without vanity, maintaining the quiet composure befitting a cultivator of his caliber. "Why not visit my humble abode for a celebratory feast?" Xianming Da suggested, seeking to cement the bond. Ling Han declined with politeness. "No need. I am at Lu Xianming's place presently. You may come by if free." Xianming Da's disappointment evaporated instantly at the final invitation. Ling Han, taking the Empress's hand, departed, leaving Xianming Da in awe of the power he had just witnessed. At Lu Xianming's estate, the master was astonished. Ling Han had emerged from seclusion and in only 2 months reached the 4th severance, a feat beyond reckoning. Truly a prodigy. Lu Xianming, a master alchemist himself, could appreciate the magnitude of such talent. No mortal threat could tarnish his own standing. Ling Han, focused and disciplined, declined celebration. His path lay elsewhere, a time cultivation chamber, where he sought the accelerated honing of alchemical skill to ascend to celestial mastery. Though others vied to recruit him, he pursued only the perfection of his craft, leaving impatience and envy to those who watched from afar. Within the chamber, acceleration magnified progress 30-fold, at a cost that would stagger any ordinary practitioner. 30,000 starstones for a single day's enhancement. Ling Han invested in 10 days, transforming the equivalent of 300 mundane days into alchemical perfection. His early attempts met failure, cauldrons shattering under imperfect technique. Yet, by the 5th day in the outside world, after over 150 days within the accelerated time, he reached the cusp of success. As he prepared to complete his first cauldron of celestial pills, a violent tremor coursed through his body. Collapsing, The cauldron erupted violently, sending shards and alchemical energy in all directions, a sudden, chaotic climax to the beginning of a new chapter in his inexorable rise.